table.
Gentlemen,
Aye.
let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let 'em know what's what. Fire at will.
It's time for action, gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the Roundtable.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
And now the show begins.
That's the show. All right, who's praying?
Oh, it's me.
That's
Okay,
more
In
of
the
a
name of the
pre-show
Father,
conversation.
and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, please, oh please, if you do anything for me at all, Dolphins in the playoffs next year.
Go,
The Father, the
Panthers!
Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
You know, there's a massive prison problem, and there's more children starving in the United States than any
gives
place.
a fuck?
Okay,
Zika babies.
you can pray about anything, Eddie.
You really can.
You can pray.
What's on the mind? My boys are on the mind.
You don't
what?
know you, Eddie.
I got the socks.
Oh my
the
God!
socks. You pulled the socks out. The old sock trick.
Good God!
I miss you, boys. Come back and play soon.
They don't know you, Ed.
Why have you already started to make your 2016 sad? Don't start now.
All right, welcome. All right, good. I'm going to do the welcome now.
Go ahead.
Welcome.
I've
to
always
the
been sad.
Welcome to the Roundtable of Gentlemen, everyone. All right, so Jackie is not here. Sitting in for Jackie, Natalie Jane.
Hello. I'm
Thank-
the resident vagina.
Yeah, you are the resident vagina. Say something. I don't know. What does Jackie say? Say squirty bird.
Oinky oink.
Squirty bird!
Yeah, that's actually pretty close. It wasn't racist enough though.
That's very true.
I
But
don't have that expensive voice she has for booking.
You don't have that genetic gene, but the other guy with us, Henry, does because he's also a Zebrowski.
Spanish people steal.
Whoa! That's not so bad, Marcus.
No, that's awful.
That's awful.
That's terrible.
No, they
That is-
only
that
steal
is
because they can't hold down
1000%
jobs.
terrible.
They don't have the money
No, he didn't
to
say-
pay for things.
He said Spanish, not Hispanic.
Yeah, he didn't
Spanish.
say Latin. Spaniards, I don't really know too much about.
Yeah, yeah.
They might steal.
Think about
People
this.
in Spain, I mean, they fucking play with bulls. They're weird.
Christopher Columbus was a Spaniard.
Yeah.
He stole the whole thing.
He was an
No,
Italian.
he was not. Christopher Columbus was Portuguese.
No, that's even worse.
Come on.
Thought he was a guinea.
I
They
believe.
steal. We know that much.
All right, Eddie.
Lots of movies about it.
Well, and if it's in a movie, it's got to be right. All right.
Didn't Gerard Depardieu play Columbus?
Gerard Depardieu, he
was-
did.
Well,
Yes,
no,
he
was
did.
he was in the movie. Oh no, there was the two Columbus movies came out at once.
Yes, you
There
just
was
need to-
1492 and then the other one.
All you need to do to play Columbus
Yeah.
is have an alcoholic's face.
Right. Because you got to be drunk on a boat.
Yep.
Why not?
Yep. 1492, Conquest of Paradise. 1992, starring Gerard Depardieu.
Give me
They
$5 for
couldn't
that
find one
trivia
Spanish
bit.
guy for that movie.
No, absolutely.
No, it's Hollywood.
Tom Selleck was in it.
They steal.
That's
You can't have them in around sets everywhere. There's expensive cameras everywhere. They can't help themselves.
You only get one more, Henry.
Columbus was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ed. Okay.
He stole
Holden,
from,
can
he
you
stole
please
from
come
all
in?
those people. He raped them. He murdered them. He
Hold
went all up and
them.
down the course.
Hey,
Ed Larson
Turs.
is my name.
Oh, we three kings are holding
No, that's not how it goes.
PlayStation Network shoutouts are back, baby, by popular demand.
No one has demanded
They were
it.
all crying. They were all screaming, "Where did they go last week?" I was busy.
Your
But
fans
this-
are fucking idiots.
They're in it. They're in it. Is what you meant to say. Poncho993 wants a second shout out. He wants to call Henry an old jazz rag, which I think was an autocorrect mistake.
cool.
Slade
Oh,
Porter.
jizz rag, yeah.
I'll be a jazz rag. yeah, your lips are wet from the trombone. See, oh, mammy. Slade Porter says Ed is awesome and go Dolphins.
Oh, so
Yeah.
he's an all right
He
guy.
said cheer him up for the love of God. Also doomed. Yes. That man.
Mm-hmm.
PDX Mang says that Ben's neck is bigger than mine.
It would probably be bigger than yours. Yes.
I appreciate the observation.
Fans are fucking retarded.
Robert
You gotta think about
underscore
proportions, man.
yeah, it's the thing. Well, taller or thicker? I mean, we should have
Yours
a
is
neck.
thicker than mine. Yours is an 18. I'm a 17 and a half inch neck.
Let's have a neck measurement.
We will do that later on. Very good idea.
We don't have enough rope.
Henry, you're off the show.
I'm sorry.
Holden's head is actually thinner than his neck if you look at it.
It is true.
That's why they called me Peaky Pencil Boy back in high school, because I love to give a gander under them gowns that the old ladies are wearing, and I always had a pencil head.
All right.
You fuckers! Robert _Polson tells Shane he's a pickle puffer. Ha, that'll show him for saying I used the wrong variation of 2 in the title. I'm not sure what that means. Stub Wolf wants a motherfucking Holdenator shout out. Muskrat118 says Jackie is cool. She's not here to see it, so the tree doesn't fall and the forest too loud. You fuckers! That's
All
a
right.
bird saying fuckers.
That's amazing. Thanks for talking. Kevin, you're here.
Fill
I'm
in
here,
time.
man. I'm back. I came back in. I landed like 2 hours ago, 3
yeah.
hours ago. Yeah. So this is interesting. It'll sound like a bummer at first, but there's a positive thing at the end of it. I was at a funeral yesterday, right? And my mom was very aggressive about like, I'm going with you. I'm like, Mom, I want you to go with you. Go with me. There's a bunch of people from high school I haven't seen in a while. You know, it's going to be weird. And she was like
embarrassing,
aggressive.
yeah.
Yeah, she was aggressively like, I'm coming with you. I'm like, no, Mom, please. It became a huge fight. And then finally, when I convinced her to let me go alone, she's like, all right, well, I'm going to Disney World.
Really?
Disney World, and she's still there.
What does Claudette Barnett do in Disney
I know
World?
she's on the ride. They sent me
Just to
videos.
spite you.
Yeah, she did it to spite you.
I love it.
You're going to a sad thing. I'm going to the happiest place on earth.
Just sulking on the teacups.
I just want to go and hang out in the cups with Eddie and Henry and drunk and be like, slow it down, and just like constantly bitch. That'll be super fun. Wow, that's amazing. So your mom, how long is she going to hang out in Disney World
I don't know,
for?
man. She's still there. I just got another video of her on the teacup ride.
Oh my God. I love those teacups. That's great.
Is she smiling in the
She
photos?
was smiling the fuck out of smiling, man. She was loving it.
Is she by herself?
No, I think like one of my cousins went with her or something, but it's still.
So now, unfortunately, we all have to go to another funeral at some point. Will this deter you from having her go with you again, or do you think you're going to let her go and celebrate in Disney
I'm
World?
happy she's enjoying Disney World
Right?
once.
Oh my goodness.
I've never seen her on a ride too. All the other times I've ever been to anything, Disney World, any theme parks, she never got on a ride.
I love
Now
it.
she's riding all this shit. It's crazy.
Oh, that's incredible. Open casket, closed casket.
Open.
Open casket. I love the open casket.
Takes
I am
balls.
so pro open casket.
I hate it. Why
Well,
do you like it?
Yours won't be able to shut, Ed. You're massive. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I got singers and poppers.
Good
Where's
work.
the cowbell?
Hit it.
Watch it.
Boom. Ben Kissel on fire. Bad
You have
jokes
to do
about
it
Eddie.
a box cutter?
I'm doing it with the razor, yeah.
Oh, by the way, we all had a wonderful time at the bar last night, and Henry, we were talking about Reddit. I made a terrible mistake of searching my name on it.
Never do it.
Holy
Never.
Lord, a bunch of
Whoa.
dickheads and assholes, huh?
Boy, you never
My
do it.
goodness. But then
You're
they
on
all,
Fox News, though.
at the end of the day, they always come back, and then they're like, but I really love Roundtable, and I love all the shows.
Yeah.
Like, they'll just say, like, terrible things, and then they always love everything.
Yeah.
Nothing good is ever going to come from searching your name or looking
Nothing.
at comments on things you've done. You're going to do it. It's like cutting. That's the only thing that's gonna.
You know what? It
come
was
from
a
that.
similar sensation. It was emotional cutting.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, I did feel kind of good.
Yeah.
By the end of the purge because some people are very nice.
Yes.
They're watching.
Most people are actually very nice, but Reddit's a crazy place.
What
huh?
I found is that when you Google, you know, like it'll auto-complete it. It's like, so I do Henry Zebrowski space, and it's always height, still fat. Like will come up like Henry Zebrowski still fat. Like there's some kind of
Let's do one for
weird
everyone.
like.
Can you do Ed Larson?
Oh, no, I'm not that popular.
Oh, no, it doesn't say still fat. It says weight loss.
Oh,
Yeah. Henry Zebrowski, height. That's number one.
You're
Henry,
popular enough to people know about your weight loss?
I
didn't
was
even
I
lose
was
it.
very
He was
fat.
so fat.
He
Yeah.
was huge, Ed.
yeah.
But it wasn't. But
Everybody
who knew?
pointed.
No one knew him when he was really
Yeah,
fat.
everybody knew him because he was taking up the whole road, and you were trying to get around him.
Let's
Holden's
all
on
just
fire.
think about what we're saying about a friend.
Holden is on fire.
Yeah, and then it's Henry Zebrowski Heroes, and then Henry Zebrowski Twitter.
What do I got?
Oh, no.
This is going to be
I'm
exciting.
excited for this.
Ben
Now
Kissel
the
raped
sweet
me?
campaign
Question mark.
Ben Kissel, height.
Okay, good.
Ben Kissel, comedian.
Okay.
Ben Kissel, wiki.
Okay.
Ben Kissel, Twitter. And Ben Kissel, bio. All fine things.
Fine
They
thing.
just wanna know you.
It's also very sad because I actually haven't lost any weight. So that's basically it.
Kevin, we got to see what Kevin's got.
Kevin Barnett, Twitter. Kevin Barnett, LinkedIn. Kevin Barnett, dressed as a woman.
Whoa! Interesting. What is Kevin Barnett dressed as a woman? Do you have a side career going, Kev? What's happening?
Nothing comes up.
Well, when you Google any actress, one of the first things that always comes up is feet because it's one of the non-porn like triggers that you'll get that is sexual.
People
you guys
love
want to look at
the
women's feet all
third
day.
story that comes up when you put in Kevin Barnett dressed as a woman is WhatsApp pedophiles, 3 utterly depraved perverts.
Wow. Oh, is that a BuzzFeed list?
Married couple Kevin and Susan Barnett.
Whoa, Kevin, who's Susan? How long have you known her for?
You would never date a Susan.
I dated Susan, man.
Yeah, they exchanged plans to rape and sexually assault children using the online messaging service WhatsApp. And it is a different Kevin Barnett.
A much lighter Kevin Barnett and a much scarier Kevin Barnett.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely like that was an action figure. That would be white power Kevin Barnett.
There's a bunch of us, man. I think I told y'all before about the other comedy writer named Kevin Barnett.
Yeah.
And he used to have like most of my IMDb credits and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
What-
aggravating.
yeah.
Oh, so you're more successful?
No, he's written like movies.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, you should
Yeah.
change your name to like Quincy Barnett.
I ain't gonna change my name for this motherfucker, but Quincy is a dope name.
Quincy Barnett?
I would like Quincy.
Kevin, you should write some movies.
Yeah, I should write some movies.
You should. Yep. You're doing good. All right, Marcus. What happens if you Google your name? I do want to hear this.
Oh, this is going to be, it's nothing.
Marcus Parks.
Bonability.
Soil. I think something
Single?
digging.
Huh, Marcus Parks' girlfriend.
All right.
They're
That
looking
means-
to see if you have a
that
goddamn
means
girlfriend.
women are searching for him mostly to see if you're single.
See if he's a single boy.
Or see if he's a gay.
Let's see here.
Is it possible?
Yeah, it's Marcus Parks' girlfriend, Marcus Parks' band, Marcus Parks' Spotify, and Marcus Parks' Nikita, who is my ex-girlfriend.
And she was so attractive. I remember when you lost that hot black British
Yeah,
chick.
that's really weird that, podcast comes up 6th.
Yeah, but your ex-girlfriend comes up 5th.
But just
No, actually, that's fifth.
girlfriend.
No, podcast is 5th.
Nikita is 4th.
It's girlfriend, band, Spotify, Nikita, and then podcast.
So according to Google, all your podcast work is still less important than your ex-girlfriend.
Than the one girlfriend.
Than
of
the
the
one-
4
and
ex-girlfriends.
I
that you
don't,
had.
do you remember when
yeah.
they were together? I loved her.
Oh, she
There
was
was
a
nothing wrong with her.
No,
Oh, yeah,
no,
he was perfect in every way.
Completely.
The internet was so happy for you when they really believed in y'all.
That's so crazy.
the internet did believe in that.
But
yeah.
I really want to know how that happens.
All
What
right,
Google-
do me and Holden now.
Yeah,
We're
that
already
is-
doing this. We got to find out.
All right, yeah.
Holden McNeely, king. Holden
Eddie-
McNeely, future lord.
Holden
Oh, this is good.
Holden McNeely Taco Bell.
Smell the bell, baby. This episode's brought to you by Chili Con Carne.
That's huge.
Holden
Taco Bell.
McNeely Lexi.
What is going on with these girlfriends?
Holden
Lexi
Mc-
loves game night every Monday night. at
Holden
9 p.m.
McNeely PSN.
There you go.
Holden McNeely Twitch. And Holden McNeely girlfriend.
There you go.
Interesting. You know, but honestly, with Marcus, it's to see if maybe they could fuck him. With you, it's do we believe
Right.
he has a girlfriend? And also, what does she could possibly look like?
The name is first.
Is she alive? Yeah.
I'm going to tell you some good news. I'm getting a couple cysts removed this year.
This year.
Yes.
So when
many
you
are
planning
you
it for like April?
Oh, yeah.
You got to plan far ahead.
You got to go way ahead.
They haven't even grown yet.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you also have to sneak up on them because as soon as they realize the scalpum's coming, they go and just like fucking
they
just
swirl
run down your
around.
back.
Well, they said, the doctor said, oh, you can massage it out. How long have you had it? I said, quite some time. He's like, oh, no, it turns into a bit of a leather pouch of oils after a certain amount of time. So,
Do not feed him after midnight.
it's on my back right here. Lexi calls it my button.
Oh my God! I want to vomit.
She has been brainwashed.
Yeah, what did you do to that poor woman?
There was a dude, so on Pretty Face. I'm sorry, Nat. I'm gonna bring this up because you hate this story.
Oh, God damn it.
So there's a guy that played a background on Pretty Face. So normally we get a lot of weird homeless guys that come on to play other demons in the background for Pretty Face.
Every
Well,
time I forget about this, you talk about it.
It's an open call in Atlanta.
Yes, it's on Craigslist in Atlanta for BG to play demons on the show. So we have this guy come in, and he's going to play Lust, and he's this old, weird looking man. And they didn't tell him that he was going to be in fishnets and high heels for this thing. And he's this very old Southern man. They put him in there, but his nuts are so big they're sliding out of this weird leather corsety thing they have him in. It's horrible, right? But the worst was is that when they're cleaning his head. So we have like
How big are the nuts?
Like literally like
Eddie's size?
Ed clams, like fucking 5 inches long. He
some
didn't
big
realize
nuts.
how long they were.
Bigger. It's like, oh, you fucking me so good. It's like, bitch, all I got's my nuts.
My
in
nuttery. Oh, it's just my nuts.
So when you say big, are you just talking long sack?
Long and
Or are you
full.
how about like ball circumference? What could you compare? Like egg size?
It was like an egg roll.
Jumbo egg.
It was like an egg roll, like a fat
Two egg
roll.
rolls.
No,
instead
no,
of a
no. One
burrito.
big fat one, like a knish.
Oh, I see.
And so but they were cleaning his head, so they have to come and they have to they wipe us down with this thing called Telesis makeup remover, which is this lotion that makes the the alcohol-based makeup fall off.
Getting me horny.
And so V, who was one of the makeup assistants, was rubbing his head and said the only way she could describe his head is that it was covered in butterscotch puddles that were covered. That he had these weird, like, soft parts to his skull where she was washing it, and he's like, "Mind the head, I've got pustules up there."
What the hell's a pustule?
It's a whatever Holden's
It's just
got.
a hole in the head?
It's just a. It's like
I have a cyst.
It's actually
I got
a
pustules.
It's actually a pustule.
Oh, don't.
Pustule.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
Dad, what are you
Like
doing?
a pustule?
Small bumps on the skin that are filled with fluid or pus. And they can form on any part of the body.
So Holden's
Thank
leathery
God.
oil sacks are better than this.
Yes, healthier.
Well, they're
Technically,
harder.
what you have are pustules.
No, cyst.
Oh, no.
You have
Oh,
cysts.
cyst. Yeah.
He's
Oh,
got
yeah. I
cysts.
forgot.
Yeah.
Leather and oil.
The oil becomes a sort of a leathery consistency. Yeah, so you
Right.
can't massage it out in hot water. So if you're ever getting a cyst coming in on you, get in that hot water, massage it out daily, or you'll have what I have. You got to get a surgeon to pull it all the gunk
I'm
out.
just
Yeah, you'll have what Holden has, a girlfriend that refers to it as the button.
What I hope is that
Isn't
everybody
that
is
nice?
doing what I did when I was here in the Butterscotch Puddles story, is that I was eating a big old bowl of oatmeal. And I hope that you are also just got a big, but just fucking
late
steamy
in the
thing
day
of
for
clam
oatmeal.
linguine.
It's never too late for oatmeal.
Oh, by the way, what happens when she pushes the button?
Poppy gets rowdy.
God,
Poppy
you're
gets
gross.
rowdy.
God,
Does she really, like, honestly, does she
don't
play
touch
with
it.
it? She doesn't
Play
touch
with
it.
she's good.
Yeah, they have to. They live in a one-bedroom apartment. You get bored. I
do you
mean,
think
look
we
what people
do?
do in prison.
Yeah, you're like kids in Mumbai playing with pieces of garbage saying, oh, we did soccer. Look at soccer.
Yeah, it's sort of like that.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to do Ed for Google.
Man,
All
it's
right,
gonna
let's
be
do
horrible.
Ed. It's gonna be like weight gain, something.
Weight gain.
I'm
I'm
calling
saying.
meat. Meat's going to be on the list, and weed's going to be on the list.
This is really weird. It's super boring. Ed Larson comedy. Ed Larson Santa Cruz. Ed Larson Wells Fargo. What? Ed Larson comedian.
gave
You're trying to
them a bunch
hack
of
into your account, Ed.
Ed Larson Pepperdine.
I don't know what that
That's
means.
a sausage company.
Yeah. No, Pepperdine's a law school.
There's lots of.
You did not. You just arrested outside of one?
No, Professor Ed Larson's latest book reaches the New York Times bestseller list.
There's a professor Ed Larson.
Yeah, and there's a
Larson?
scientist, and there's
Yeah.
like there's a woodsman also.
Yeah, he won the Pulitzer Prize.
What?
For
Yeah,
God,
I'm
you
not the most famous Ed
the
Larson.
return of George Washington.
Oh my God, the name Edward J. Larson. Isn't your middle initial J?
No, it's W.
Yeah, Walter.
Yeah,
William?
Williger.
William.
Williger.
Yes. Williger.
Edward William Larson.
You ever think about changing your name to Quincy Larson? Ooh. That's my go-to now.
Quincy might be a good last name for me.
Ed Quincy.
Bad
Yeah.
news on Edward W. Larson. Dead.
Senior.
Yeah.
When did he die?
Senior. Last year.
Oh yeah, but
that
he
your
was
dad?
old.
He went home to be with his Lord. Last June.
Oh, it's
nice.
tough.
Which
Yeah.
Lord was his?
Well, the one that lives in upstate New York.
Oh, okay.
Albany. Yeah.
What was his birthday?
Let's see here.
No way to tell.
July 7th. July 7th, 1934. Staten Island. Loyal GE employee.
Oh, General Electric. That's
You've
good.
never
yeah.
been a loyal employee of anything.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
You quit and you took acid.
You got to
Quit.
come back, man. They ain't doing so good.
They closed down.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
What do you mean?
survived by his sister, Esther Foote.
What's your dad's name?
Foot.
Jerome.
Jerome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a fun little road, a little trip down Google, down the Google Road. Okay. So now we have to do a news story.
Oh, yeah. Let's do a news story.
I got this tequila. Henry gave me tequila.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying.
no.
It messes with my brain.
Maybe you shouldn't come out tonight.
I'm not coming out tonight.
Oh, let's start with poopy news.
Oh, I like Dookie News.
And not only poopy news, but Publix news.
Oh, I love Publix.
I know you
I
do.
like one with sandwiches.
Good sandwiches, Ed.
I got
Remember
one
the days.
recently.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of sandwich did you get?
I got the ultimate.
That's
What
what
is-
you got to
no.
get. Boar's Head
Yeah.
Ultimate. I
Yeah,
get it
man.
with spicy brown mustard and also mayonnaise.
Fuck
What do you-
yeah.
what
I
do you
did
do,
that.
Eddie?
I did that, and I had Swiss cheese.
What's on the ultimate?
I mean, it's all the greats. It's a ham, it's turkey, and it's fucking roast
But
beef.
you got to get the Boar's Head. Don't ever fucking skimp.
I don't like boar's head.
I don't
Boar's
like
head is
mixing
so
the
overrated.
meats.
You're an asshole.
I am no,
I
Yes.
will beat the shit out of you.
no. What?
Slap
no
you
on
with a
both
fucking
counts.
sausage.
I do believe that you would do that, Ed.
All right. Well, yes. Also, pub, and this is. I think you guys know where this is. Land O'Lakes.
Oh,
Land O'Lakes.
the butter place.
Yeah, Land O'Lakes, Florida. Is that really where they do the butter?
Absolutely.
I did not know that.
They have the fattest Indians there.
Well, deputies say a Land O'Lakes woman used reusable grocery bags to steal $199 worth of groceries from a Hernando Publix grocery store, and then claimed she walked out of the store without paying because she had defecated in her pants.
It's going to happen.
On Friday, January 29th, public workers saw Paula J. Ernst, 51, selecting items and putting them in her shopping cart at the Publix. She then allegedly took the groceries from her shopping cart and put them in her reusable Publix shopping bags, which she had brought with her. Hernando County Sheriff's Office detectives say Ernst walked out of the store without paying for the groceries, which was recorded by surveillance cameras. Publix employees wrote down Ernst's license plate number. She was then contacted at her home by telephone and agreed to return to the store.
But did she poop her pants? Do we have evidence?
Well, after she was arrested,
wanna
Ernst
see
told
the
employees
pants.
she did not mean to steal the items and walked out of the store because she had defecated in her pants. According to an arrest affidavit, she was charged with shoplifting and booked into the Hernando County Jail.
Let her give her the opportunity to pay. If she's got the money, let her pay. She shit herself.
And if she did poop herself, you get to steal a little bit, right?
I don't know if that's like you think like that should be on the books.
Nobody ever shames a skunk.
That's a good point, Henry.
I would kill a skunk without even hesitating.
Yeah.
But they're cute when if you take out their scent sacks
Now with
and
a
their
bullet in her
assholes.
fucking head.
No, they are cute, not like that too. But they have no evidence she actually pooped her pants.
Absolutely
she just
not.
said that she did.
Yeah, they have no
I
evidence
think she's a
whatsoever.
good Samaritan. She got out of there. She didn't dirty up the public. She kept that place crisp. She kept it clean.
Yeah, but she also could have just left the groceries there.
She panicked.
Yeah.
When you're pooping your pants, you're in panic mode. And
However,
you gotta get out of there.
If you're panicking, though, you'd think she would just leave the cart behind and run out the store. She took the time to put all of the groceries into her disposable Publix bag.
While shitting her pants.
We don't know when the poop was coming.
You playing right into her hands, man. That just shows how solid of a backup plan it was. But Land O'Lakes ain't fucking around.
Right.
She didn't. She knew
If
she
you're
was stealing
willing
it.
to shit your pants in order to get groceries, I think that you should just give the woman a few groceries.
Yeah, but
I
we don't
agree.
know if
That
she.
hungry.
Yeah, but we don't know if she shit her pants.
She didn't.
Well, she's
You don't
obviously
think she
eating
did,
well.
Kevin?
She
No, I
can
don't think she
provide
did.
proof of her pants being soiled.
Yes,
I
we
think.
need to
Yeah.
see soiled pants.
Yeah, I want to
She
see the
didn't. Shit,
cop in there smelling her
they
jeans.
booked. She didn't shit her pants, man.
You don't think so?
No, she didn't. She got caught, and they're like, "What happened?" I shit my pants," which is exactly what I would say.
Right. Yeah, it's a good go-to.
It's a good story.
And furthermore, say she said, like, okay, she goes to Jesse and said, listen, I've got the shitty pants. Let me just make a phone call. I got to call my lawyer right quick. She doesn't call her lawyer. She calls her husband, brother, sister, whosoever, and says, hey, listen, I need you to go home. I need you to go into my second drawer. I need you to bring out a pair of pants. I need you to put them on, and I need you to shit in them.
Shit.
Dump in the pants.
I need
And that
you to
is a
jump in
real
the
friend.
pants.
That is somebody you could call on the phone. This is a good thing. I
Is
want
that a friend
I do
or
that
do you
for
have to
anyone
call
in
a
this
sibling?
room.
anybody here.
Eddie, oh my God.
He'd be the first one I had to call. If I had to stage
Oh
my
my
pants
Christ.
being shat, if I was sitting in a fucking holding cell,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, I'd make one phone call. I'd be like, Mom, and like look around, and then be like, Ed, I need you to go and fucking get shit in my best pants.
Oh, the whole thing would fall apart. As soon as they
Thank
get the
you, sir. I've been waiting for this my whole life.
The dookie pants will go down. They'll find a whole series of disgusting illegal, ingredients inside the dookie. You'll be booked on God knows what. Espionage.
Do you think that if they found cocaine in the shit,
You
that they
could.
can bust you for cocaine possession?
I
No.
think so.
No.
If you're holding it.
If there was
Absolutely
a
not.
full bag of cocaine that you swallowed and that was inside of your turd,
Can you
maybe.
Can you imagine that? that not only you shat your pants while shoplifting, but you had forgotten that you were also a drug mule.
Right.
And it shat, while shitting your pants, it also shat about 4 bags of pure cocaine into your pants. And you got double booked for not only being a pants shitter, which you get spanked for in Florida.
That's right.
And then first degree pants shit.
Dirty palms in Land O'Lakes, Florida.
Also drug smuggling.
Right. Being
Damn.
the drug mule. Yeah.
That's a lot of problems in life. I think maybe you do need a few nights in jail if you've got all that going on.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you
Sort
need
yourself
no
out.
nights in jail for this poor woman.
In fact,
She had cocaine in her ass also.
she did not. That's
you're just-
speculation.
That's speculation on the part of Henry Zebrowski.
No one
He's
said she
making it
did
up.
not. You
no
know what
one
I mean?
did say she did not.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
She had pussy blood in her socks. I'm saying it right now. I'm throwing out the accusation.
That's not illegal. You
It's
can have
allegedly she's got it in there.
It's shameful.
It is
And she should
shameful.
be publicly spanked for it.
that. No, she
Absolutely.
You have a fetish.
More people should be
You are
publicly-
developing a fetish.
She should be forced to kiss the ugliest man in town in the middle of town square.
Yes, and he's chosen by electorate. There's the first 5 of the ugliest men are put on a stool, and they're all out there stools out in the middle of a town square. They're all the whole town votes who's
Everybody
ugliest.
throws up and then they vote.
And the 4 dudes who don't win are killed.
I would love it
I
if
like
there was
that
a
idea.
statue of George Washington sitting down, and they had to lay over that, and they ripped off one of his arms, and so you could get behind it and pretend like you were George Washington's arm, and then
Spank her the whole time and be like, yeah, shitty piggy gets spanked. And that's
I'm
what they
George
say.
Washington. I'm the first president. Let's go to war.
You look like George Washington, kind of.
You have the same body of most of the presidents before Reagan.
Yeah.
Built, muscular. All right. So, Kevin, what's your favorite sandwich from Publix?
I go with that chicken tender sub, man.
Oh, that's good.
Although the last 2 times I was down there, man, it was a horrible experience.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Which Publix?
I forget. I was somewhere in Florida. I was in Fort Myers,
Oh,
and I got
yeah.
one there, and it was all torn up.
But
Is it a
Every-
height thing? Do you think they're discriminating because you're
Probably.
tall? Yeah.
Well, no. What you discover though about Publix is that there's always a good Publix and a bad Publix, and everywhere you go within about a 10-mile radius, there's always there's the great Publix that's fucking killing it, and then there's the shitty.
Well, what's the difference? How are Publix changing so much? It's supposed to be a chain. It's supposed to be
morale.
the same experience every time you walk through the doors.
I've never had a bad time at Publix. I'll tell you that right
That's
now.
the only
standards.
time I've ever had a bad one at Fort Myers.
Yeah.
You had a disappointing experience with Publix when we were just in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, there was a bad Publix, but the sandwich was still good.
It was in
The wait was
Atlanta?
long. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Publixes are made for Florida. We all know that.
Yeah, it's,
Once they get out of Florida, I can't vouch for them.
That's great. That's exciting. Man, I'm so happy to get a little insight into the relationship about the conversation of the bad experience that Henry had at Publix in Atlanta.
Publix. It's good as the other one.
I also like to get the chicken fingers. I don't get them on the sub. I get them on the side of my
on the
sub.
side. Oh,
So you
Yeah.
get a full sub and then you put the chicken finger inside the sub?
No, I get it on the side. I eat it as an appetizer. 2 fingers.
never
please.
even thought of that, man.
You don't want to do it. He's so much fatter than you, Kevin.
It's a great time.
I like the boar's head dressing too.
All right, very good. Excited.
We can talk for hours about Publix.
I,
if you want.
apparently, yeah.
I know you guys can. Yeah.
Hold
You
it.
know, I
Your
remember I used
favorite
to have
Publix.
the cookies, man. You can't get them past 12, but you know
It
what?
did
What
look
kind
a
I was
little
getting them
bit
cookies
like
up till
a
16.
clinic, the line for Publix we were waiting. It
A
did-
methadone
Junk
clinic?
is waiting for
Yeah,
that
it did.
fix.
Yeah.
It did look like
What kind of
people waiting
cookies
for
do you get from Publix?
Oh,
Kevin?
chocolate chip, man.
Chocolate chip
They got
for
the
free
best
when you're a
chocolate chip.
child.
Yeah.
I like white chocolate macadamia.
That is a shit person cookie.
You're a shit person cookie.
Why is the white chocolate macadamia a shit person cookie?
Yeah. Oh, I does no one agree with me? The
I
white
agree with you.
disagree?
No, Henry's
I
getting
love
hoity-toity. He's got coconut sugar. He's got $8 sugar in his
Oh my
house.
god.
Look at my
You have
life.
$8
I decided to lift myself out of
You
the
have
ghetto.
$8
Y'all
sugar.
look at me.
You have
I'm sitting on a
$8.
glass
You didn't
house
lift
above
yourself out of the
ghetto.
gutter. Your father is a police officer.
$8 sugar.
I'm providing for my family. My
You don't have a family.
I got
You
people
barely have
on
a
the
couch.
payroll. I got people I provide for.
$8
Why are you
sugar.
talking like that?
I live in a glass house. Yo, Stones, come to my house, Stones. I'll be first one to tell you, oh, how much money it takes to fucking fix a glass house in this economy.
How much?
$100.
$100. Okay, very good.
That's great.
That's very nice. Holden, your favorite sandwich from Publix. I'm
I
never
can
going to let
never-
this end, Marcus, because you hate it so much.
I never get the sandwich because I always get kicked out for yelling at the lady.
All right.
What
now
are you
we're
mad
done.
about?
She's delicate with it.
With
I've had a long ass day.
You
And
wanted
there's
like
people in front of me. Oh, don't get me beginning on it.
You want it aggressively shaved, or how she's delicate with?
I just think that you should put the meat and the fruit in the same aisle.
Worst customer, Holden McNeely.
And they don't even have a complaint box. I need a complaint bathtub. I need a complaint swimming pool to fill the fucking thing with complaints about everything that people are doing and saying to me. I get confused easily when I go to the store.
And speaking of swimming pools, double pooper stories this week.
Oh, there was period blood in her socks.
Security camera footage is set to reveal the person who deliberately defecated in the Middlemarch swimming pool,
You did
forcing
it on
to close. We have a mystery pool pooper story here.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
Is
Oh,
it close
yeah.
to Michigan?
It's in New Zealand.
So kind of close.
Middlemarch.
He was just trying to get a jump on the other swimmers. He thought it was a turbo boost.
Right. So this person was in the pool and he took a dump, or she took a dump. Do we know the gender?
Well,
Let's just assume it's a man.
Let's assume. Middlemarch Swimming Club president, Stephanie McCauley, said the pool was closed for cleaning after 3 quote-unquote feces incidents in 1 week.
Whoa. But they didn't close it after the first one?
They did not. Well, actually, I think...
Or the second one?
Well, they cleaned it. This is the third time they've closed it and cleaned it. She said that the final incident was a quote-unquote deliberate attack and was disappointing.
I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed in New Zealand. I expected better from them. That's why they
Right?
shot Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
They seem like a classy bunch of folk.
Who cares? Why do you gotta just take the poop out of the pool, throw some chlorine in it, and call it a day? Why do you gotta, full on do it?
Health codes.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to.
What about a lake? You can go shit in a lake and go swim in a lake. Who
Yeah,
cares?
but there's a lot of things shitting in the lake.
Yeah, so what's the fucking problem?
And the river flows. The lake. The lake's. Things
Don't
flow.
you get shit in the pool all the time? Isn't that like a normal thing?
No, not
No,
really.
you're not supposed to shit. You can pee in a pool.
Yeah, you can pee in a pool, and that's fine. But if you shit in a pool, law says that you have to drain it.
Law says it.
There's somebody.
Law
there's
says you
somebody-
got to drain it, and then you got to clean it, you got to scrub it, and then you
a pool
fill
is
it back
just a
up.
Disgusting collaboration of like bodies and liquids.
Yes.
But we live under a social contract that
Yes.
we all will ignore that what is happening
All
inside
the
the pool.
fluids in there are mostly
People-
not
But you
water.
can't
Jerking
have
off in
physical
it.
poo-poo.
You cannot have physical poo-poo. If you see the
Right.
poo-poo, then the whole thing has to be shut down. We then have to all be like, no, there's poo-poo in it, but there's literally a man jizzing in that pool every day.
Yeah,
People think
liquids are fine, flakes are bad. Anything that flakes, done.
People
What
think the
about
movie Jaws is scary, but poo-poo in a pool is much more terrifying.
Yeah, there's always a guy with lower back psoriasis in the pool. You know what I mean? Like his whole skin is coming off. And he's
Yeah,
in there.
and you can swallow skin all day long, but if you swallow a little bit of poop, you're getting diphtheria, and you're going to be sick.
Oregon Trails disease.
Think
Oh, yeah.
about that. What do you think about the pools that put in the chlorine that activate a blue coloring when you take a urination?
I think that's shaming.
That is shaming.
I think
Fuck
kids
those
should be
pools.
shamed though.
Piss
Nah.
shame.
Kids,
not for
adults
peeing
are
in the
doing that
pool.
all day. That's not kids.
I pee in the pool. You pee in the pool.
How much,
I was
Marcus?
respectful.
Is it possible to figure out how much of the water level in a municipal pool is actual urine? It's got to be like
Pints.
They're
no
hiding
more
these
than
facts.
that. Each time you pee, it's like 3 pints, and there you got 50 people in there, each peeing 3 pints. I think you got like 100 gallons.
You're pissing 3 pints at a time?
People are pissing 3 pints. The average urination stream is about a pint and a half, but you're in a pool, so you have a lot of.
Pint
when you
and
were
a half?
drunk because you're swimming.
Ben is at the pool. Ben's drinking 40s. All right?
Absolutely, because you're swimming, and I
Yeah.
don't swim sober.
Absolutely. So if he's drinking 40s, he's pissing pints.
I remember when I was a kid, went to football camp. First day of football camp, someone shit in the pool, and we tortured him the whole week.
Did you drain the pool?
Yeah, they drained the pool. We couldn't go in the pool the whole week, so we decided to take it out and we tortured him.
They didn't fill it back up?
Yeah, no, they didn't fill it back up.
You guys should have just drank in some 40s and go filled it up yourself.
Oh, my God. This is terrible.
What happened?
This is awful. Oh my.
Has Obama died?
Kevin, when was the last time you were in a public pool?
Last time I was, man,
They suck.
actually, no, probably like 6 months ago.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like it?
It was cool, man. That was in New Orleans.
Oh yeah,
Cleaner
was it
pool.
like a
Drunk,
hotel
clean
pool?
Yeah.
I've been
Oh,
a bunch
that's-
of those.
that's-
Yeah,
Sure.
hotel pools are fine. We're talking like public
they're
pools.
all filthy.
Public. I mean, that's that's a bit
People
Hotel-
are filthy. Everything public is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, but a
Just quit
hotel
being
pool, I
precious
think,
with
is
it.
a little bit cleaner than your normal
see,
municipal
yeah.
pool.
But I think the
Okay, yeah,
problem
keep
is that
telling
we
yourself
have,
that.
but we have this idea that they're cleaner, so people feel more liberal with their activities inside those pools.
No.
So people are fucking in there all
Yeah.
the time.
Oh yeah.
And
I
then,
don't mind semen in a pool.
if you pay for something, you're more likely to treat it well than if you get it for free. So people that are in hotels, they
That's
pay
why
for it.
you should get more prostitutes.
Good point, Holden.
Well, this is the distributing information.
Yeah,
that's a
tell
good.
that
That's
to
a very
Guns
good.
N' Roses.
Logically,
by the dozen, though.
that which
Yeah,
we
but then you don't pay.
yes,
that the
Holden,
best
that which
idea
we
Holden's ever
obtain
had?
too easily, we esteem too lightly. Yes, you're very correct. But what I found out, the disturbing information, is that when you urinate in a chlorinated pool, it creates a toxic chemical called cyanogen chloride, and that forms when chlorine from the pool reacts with the nitrogen in your urine. For urine is rich in nitrogen. It acts like tear gas, roughing up the eyes, nose, and lungs, and it's classified as an agent of chemical warfare.
Cool.
Hell yeah, man.
All it takes is peeing in a pool for chemical warfare.
I guess so.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's in
If there's
small
enough
doses.
of it,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's small, yeah, it's like, you know how like potassium, you eat 400 bananas. We proved this. If you eat 400 bananas, you die.
Really?
I think you were gone that week.
I know I was. I remember that.
Yeah, you would remember that, actually.
We did some calculations.
But 400 bananas. I mean, yeah, you be filled with banana beans.
Wouldn't you die with eating 400 of anything?
Well, maybe not
M&M's.
M&M's.
Easily.
No, you can eat 400 M&Ms.
I can
Yeah.
eat 400 chicken wings.
400
you
rice.
Nerds.
Yeah.
There was a little kid who died from drinking too much water a few years ago.
You
'cause
can
of-
yeah,
you
well,
can
drown
drink
it.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much of a good thing is wonderful.
Drowning.
My mom has one of those signs up for Michaels in the house.
The mother who overfed the dog until
Yes.
it died. Yes. Okay.
Problems with it's portions.
Yes.
Yes. And
So
just
your mom does it really too much of.
Good thing. Too much of a good thing is wonderful.
I remember we put with the kid back when I was talking to the kid. We put cockroaches in his clothes.
The poopy
Oh
kid.
my
Yeah, we
God.
caught cockroaches and we put it in his clothes.
But what's more disgusting, catching the cockroach or having them in your clothes?
Having them in your clothes?
Yeah, you guys were
Yeah.
handling them. He could just shake them out of his clothes.
No,
Just
but
go
you know,
wash
he
my
just-
hands, you know.
Or wear gloves, you know, and think
I didn't have
ahead.
time. I didn't have gloves.
So you, I mean, was he
We
wearing
caught
the
him with
clothes?
bags.
Was he
Okay.
wearing the clothes?
No, we put it in his dresser.
Do you think that kid's a serial killer now?
Oh, we made him. We did a lot more worse things to him.
Yeah.
What was the worst thing you did to him, Eddie?
You know,
Just for
yeah,
taking a
serial
poop in a
killer
pool.
stuff that comes from parents. That's not from other kids.
Yeah, no,
here's
this
my
kid's
question.
doing
Yeah,
very well.
do you have one of those like the song "The Freshman" where you put him out on a lake that was frozen with no clothes on and it accidentally broke, and then you all had to make a pact about how you'll never talk about how you murdered that kid that one summer?
Oh wait, that's what that song was about.
Sorta. I think so.
Yeah.
We're merely fresh. Great song.
Every time he took a shower, he stole his clothes.
Where'd you put him?
Just took them.
And then what did he do, Ed?
What?
What did he do?
He had to walk out naked. He was very embarrassed.
Where was he?
Seemed very
I'm sure he was.
homosexual.
And where did he have to
He's
go?
at least got a hire
He had to
prostitute
go to his
do
room.
weird sexual things to him now.
How long?
No one
of a-
stuck up for him.
Yeah. Where?
Well, you
Where?
sit in the pool.
Yeah, he ruined the pool for the whole summer, whole vacation.
That I understand. Even at this age, right now, I'm an adult. I would do this. Shitting in the pool when you only have a week to use the pool is such an aggressive maneuver.
But I would assume he did it on accident.
Oh yeah.
But we're all adults. Don't shit in the pool. If you got to shit,
But
get out
they
of the
were
goddamn
young.
pool. You're not that young.
Sometimes you think it's a fart.
You never touched it. You know when it's borderline.
You
No,
get
I
out.
don't.
Yeah. But then, but on the other hand, you know, as we were talking about earlier, it really only takes a solid piece of feces to shut down a pool. If it's
Yeah.
liquid, it can get sucked out of the vents. and
That's
it'll be
worse.
fine. If it's liquid,
Yeah.
it can. It's easier for it to go in your mouth if it's liquid.
Oh, all right. So the overall consensus, we can all agree, don't go into public pools.
Well, I mean, let's get back to this
Don't
story
shit, though.
here. This actually wasn't necessarily a public pool. It was, quote unquote, well used. About 60 families owned a key to the facility. So, yeah, well, casual users could hire a key to access the pool for a day. And really, this one, the first one on January 21st, actually wasn't in the pool. It was just on the concrete area on the side of the pool. So he pooped next to the pool, not in the pool.
I will
don't
put
know
it
if
this
it's
way.
a man.
You know who it is? Who shut down the pool? Who's the name of the woman, right?
Well, we don't know.
Whoever should know. No, I'm saying the official that shut it down.
No, oh yeah. Stephanie McCauley of the Middlemarch Swimming
think
Club.
it's her?
I think she did because she's sick of handling and maintaining the pool. So she's sabotaging it,
But
shutting
doesn't
down the
that
pool
make
for
her
everybody.
life more difficult if she's going to drain the pool and fill the pool up? It's a
No.
whole 3 days worth of work.
No, what
Yeah.
you have to do is you have to build the lie up by being like, we better clean out the pool.
How about
and
this?
finally, the
I
last
just
time,
feel like you're
I
a
got
lazy
you one
detective.
better. I think it's the pool cleaners. Drumming up business.
That's
pool cleaner.
So you're saying
the person you tortured when
Your only overhead
it's
is
the person you tortured in high school.
all
Eddie.
you have to do is rent the key for a day. That's your only overhead. You go in there, shit in the pool, which is fun,
Right.
and then you leave. Then you get paid to clean it up.
well,
Why
Miss
don't we
McCauley.
Why don't we just put a flusher on the pools? I mean, there are already toilets. They should just have a massive flusher.
You can't have that. It can't be so easy to do it if
kid
there's
dies.
people in there. Yeah.
the kid gets sucked into the
Yeah,
thing.
the kid
I
gets
got
sucked.
you one best. What if it's the pool itself?
Taking a dump?
Shitting pool, a magical shitting pool, cursed by some sort of ancient demon from the pyramid days in Egypt.
I know. We have a very thorough pool pooper investigative society going on, but Old Man McGregor needs to leave his theories about the folklore-ridden magical
The pool
self-shitting
is
pool.
laughing. You can't hear it.
Distracting from the issue, Old Man McGregor.
Tired of y'all splashing me, jumping up and down, diving.
The poop and pool.
Miss McCauley has her own theories as to how this went. So the first day, yes, I mean, that seems pretty deliberate. The second day, though, she believes that defecation was accidental. She said, quote, "It was only a little bit and could have come out of a nappy."
What's a nappy?
A little
Diaper.
napkin. Like,
It's a
a
diaper.
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 a nappy. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're in New Zealand here, so they're
Yeah,
calling
yeah.
it dumb thing.
Yeah, if someone brought a tiny napkin filled with shit into the pool with
Yeah,
them,
it is
that's
so much
that's
more
And that's a
nefarious.
copycat shitter.
No, I was thinking it was more like the kid. The kid gets a shitty butt, and you wipe the kid's butt, and then
You
it
put it in your pocket.
See, I
Well,
thought
don't throw it in the pool.
If you're putting it in your pocket, then it's gonna stay in your pocket. It's if you're carrying it out with two hands and it's sloshing around, and you're trying to keep it.
It's not a
like
sweet dove.
You'll never have a child. You'll never have a family.
I might.
He will have a child. He's got
might.
a great seed.
Yeah, I do have.
I
Strong.
miss those days, Marcus, when Mommy'd wipe me and then she'd say, "A kiss for all four cheeks."
And what were
A
they?
kiss for all four cheeks.
God, you
Remember this? I haven't heard a Holden mommy thing in a long time.
Yeah, well, she's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got back from the war finally. She's been out in fucking Afghanistan. Yeah. Oh man, they were like, don't even give her a gun. She's too wild. Give her a machete. She's been going around only killing snakes. She had some theory about it's the snakes and not the men.
Are there a lot of snakes in Afghanistan?
Oh yeah, they hide deep under the rocks.
What?
They do.
You don't even know what a snake is.
Wait, so is she saying that like the snakes, like their spirit is infesting the Afghani people, and
She's on so much ketamine right now. I can't even begin to tell you what she's saying, what she's fucking blabbered about these days.
So you guys have stopped your sexual relationship? Or?
Oh, when she gets sober, she can see a little boy again. Is what we've been calling it lately. She can see little boy again. Right now, only let her smell it.
All right.
smell what specifically?
My little boy. My
your
bad
little boy.
Harry. Yeah, that's his name when he gets mean.
Does Lexi ever call your penis anything?
No, not really. It's dead silence.
Yeah, that's
in
for the
darkness.
best.
Yeah, she's not calling anything to anybody. It's very quiet.
Oh my.
I don't even think it's her. I think
scared of
she wet it up
snakes.
like a rubber tube. And she kind of like, she's like guides me. Because we play blind boy, right? Where I have to keep my eyes closed the whole time when we're being intimate.
And then she leaves.
Yep.
Yeah.
She does that where she leads me around. Oh, help the blind boy, right? And then I get in there. But I don't even know. I'm going to open my eyes, I think, next time.
Yeah. I think you'll just be having sex with a blender full of guacamole.
Well, I'm not done with this pool defecation story yet.
See, I
We're
thought-
only in 2 out of 3 poopers.
I thought diapers in New Zealand were called whizzle truzzles.
That's actually very good. They might be.
That's only the edible diapers. Those are banned here, by the way, of course. Because why would you? Yeah.
Think about it. No, you got. I thought they're called Ritos. Ritos edible diapers. And you just go and it's like a guy just being like, my baby is always giving back. He's like, yeah, sometimes it costs a lot of money to have a baby, but not when your baby's making you lunch. And he's visibly hammered and just folds it into his mouth.
Very banned in the USA.
Well, the second pooping, nappy, baby, diaper, possibly.
Okay.
Probably. The third one, however, that happened a few days later, about a week later, on January 28th. A person defecated a quote-unquote large amount in the deep end of the pool.
So that's an adult.
That's an adult. That is deliberate. What Miss Macaulay, the president of the Middle March Swim Club, said, I think the third one is deliberate because of where it was and purely by the amount. It's annoying. There is no need for it.
Because I could see that guy, too, just being like, fuck this pool. Fuck all these kids. And then, like, putting his heels up on the edge of the pool, you know, and then get a pool noodle and hold it in his hands to keep the top of them going. And then just going like, yep, gravity do stuff. And then just dropping the fucking depth charges down.
I mean, it's really sort of the perfect place to defecate surrounded by water, isn't it? I
It's
mean,
like
it
giving
immediately
birth,
cleans yourself. Yeah, it's like a live birth type thing in a bathtub.
Have y'all ever shat in water before?
Like, of course,
in a lake?
in a moving river.
I was there for the time that you shat in a moving river.
That's correct. It was one of the more bonding moments I had with my ex.
Didn't you like throw your ass over the river and then shit into the river?
Oh, I'll throw my ass over a whole series of things.
Why not just? Why did you have to put your shit in the river when you could have just shit on the ground?
But it was
because
a small...
I'm not trying to grow a tree.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted it to go away.
No, in Ben's defense, it was the best option available.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Really?
Now,
Oh, it was
did
a
you
fast-moving river.
Did you just wade out waist deep and just start shitting?
You just go where God tells you.
No, I mean, I'm literally, what
Were
are
you
the things?
submerged or were you hovering over the
No,
river?
submerged.
Yeah, he was submerged. There was no...
No,
like,
I'm telling
from
you,
no angle could a human see the feces removing itself from Ben's butt.
At this point, we have no evidence that I actually shat.
You and this...
Except for your
plausible
confession.
deniability. What I would say,
Which came under duress
Multiple
and possibly
witnesses.
coerced.
can you stand... can you shit and stand?
Yeah.
Oh, you could.
Absolutely.
But not in a moving river. No, the whole point is to submerge yourself in the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could definitely shit and stand.
I've never done it, so I don't know if this is true.
circulation.
It's not good. No, it's not normal. I think you're supposed to sit.
Squat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
actually,
dog
that's
squat.
right. That's the one thing. John Crapper, the man who made it the crapper, he was wrong with the invention. We are not supposed to sit at the angle that we sit when we take dumps as
Should be lower.
civilized human beings.
Technically pinches our colon.
Yes. Yeah.
You need to get your knees raised up
Yeah.
when you're shitting on the thing.
We need to reinvent the whole toilet system.
Either that or
have
get
it.
stirrups for it.
There we go. Very good idea.
Now,
Ed.
you get the squatty potty.
Yeah,
as,
the
as
squatty
seen on
potty.
TV.
Yeah. It's just a little stool you put in front of the toilet, and then you use it to shit. We've talked about this.
Yeah, squatty potty.
It's old news.
Yeah, I used to have a tub in front of my old toilet. I used to lace up on that thing, fucking let her ride.
You buy a tub?
Yeah, the tub.
Speaking of mystery poopers, we never did solve the
No.
mystery pooper.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, not
From
satisfactory. I mean, there was a confession from Henry, but I
It
think
was comical at best.
it was comical at best.
Best.
Yeah, at best, yes. We never did solve it. It will never be solved.
It will never be, but Ed did bring up the fact that he does poop next to bathtubs and enjoys
I mean,
it.
We all
we all
poop
know
in
Did
the
it? Wasn't
bathtub.
there another shit in your tub or no?
No, there was just the one.
Well, it
for
was
those that-
definitely Kissel in a blackout.
There was
It
some
was
new,
not. I
there
was
was
not
some
home
new
for 4
evidence
days.
presented. I was talking to Travis and Mike, and they said there was some new evidence that points to you.
How?
I mean, we all know after watching Making a Murderer, you can't trust a confession.
Right.
True.
That's a good point.
And according to the Freedom of Information Act and those recent files that came out of it, just initials, just pictures of you shitting in other people's tubs.
Yeah, it's in Hillary's emails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Benghazi. I just say that word. I don't
Oh,
know what it is.
Benghazi.
Benghazi.
Go to the bathroom.
All right, let's have a political conversation. Benghazi.
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 Rotor-rooters.
Benghazi?
Bernie Bros.
Benghazi.
Man, Benghazi, huh?
I love it when we get political. Benghazi.
Benghazi's out there.
Benghazi. Well, you know, if you want to talk about
Love
political,
their second album.
They're all sober, you know.
Hardcore, so yeah.
Isn't that something?
well, just so you guys know, footage is going to be released very soon.
Of the doo-doos.
Of the doo-doos, yes. Footage, security cameras were installed after the first pooping, and so they're being reviewed at the moment to see possibly if they recognize the person.
bet
The
it's a
person
dog.
responsible would be trespassed from the pool. But no further charges would be requested from the police. They're not looking to have a trial. They just want him out of there.
They should
So
have a
they're just
poolside trial and get all the neighborhoods together and make a jury and people come and decide.
And then they drowned the person who did it. So they're just going to have a footage of whoever is smiling in the pool. That's who did it.
Whoever. They said that it was a quote unquote large amount.
So he'll be smiling a very large smile.
Well, no, I'd imagine that he's in the pool. He shits. Shit floats. In case you guys didn't know.
Does that right?
Oh yeah.
I thought that was hope.
Feces float.
Like,
Does-
depend on what you eat, though, right? Like,
yeah.
if it's
So,
like
yeah.
a bunch of steak. It's got a steak.
yeah,
My
this is also
dad-
a large amount of coin to snap.
Increased gas in the stool allows it to float.
Then why does it go to the bottom of the toilet?
My father. I just had an unbelievably troubling. All my dad used to talk about was sinkers and floaters, and he was like, "You want a floater, not a sinker." My dad would go crazy with the sinker and floater talk.
You want a floater?
No, my father was not an alcoholic. He was a truck driver.
Well, I'm
Then
gonna
they're
go.
never the same.
No, they
thing.
can't drive drunk. You
Oh,
can't.
they definitely never. No, truck drivers never
He
under
did.
the influence.
Well, he did not.
Well, sometimes floating greasy stools that are foul smelling.
That's cancer. That's a cancer symptom.
Maybe due to severe malabsorption.
Don't know that word.
Especially if your malabsorption means your body is not properly absorbing nutrients.
Well, you remember when you were taking those weird the fat loss pills that
That's
just
right,
made you
Ally.
shit? Yeah, that just made you shit the pure liquid fat. and
Oh, it
grease.
was one of the better experiences I ever had.
Did you
Yes.
lose, how much weight did you lose, though?
Oh, I think I broke even. Because I was
Yeah, because you were eating extra. Because I remember.
No, well,
you
yeah,
eat
because it was
more
so fun
food.
to eat fat.
Yeah. Because
I was like, it's just going right through. Yeah.
It just gave you yellow diarrhea for a couple.
It wasn't yellow. It was. You can
Like
you
globules.
Can, you can harvest the stuff and deep fry potatoes.
Butterscotch puddles.
Wait, so how do you know this? Did you witness them, or did you just go from his
He
testimony?
talked about it
ago.
in depth.
Years
For
ago.
months.
Yeah.
This is 5 years ago.
I do remember you talking about this now.
Because I remember him saying to me, like, it's amazing. It's just like oil at the top of the fucking toilet.
I
Like,
it's
definitely-
amazing. I'm
You're
actually going to
talking
get
like-
it's $75 a bottle.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's expensive to
How
lose
long
weight.
does the bottle last?
Whew. Well, it depends how much you want to lose.
But you would get hammered, eat a burrito. Remember this, and you'd be like, better take a few extra. I had a burrito. And you were like taking like extra.
Oh, it goes right through.
No, yeah, you were treating your system horrible.
Oh no, my system loved it. It was constantly telling me how happy it was.
You can't get back on diet.
I'm back on the diet. I'm taking diet pills.
Really?
What? Yeah.
Like speedy diet pills?
No. I'm going to start though.
Okay, no. Okay. So what is it? Can I review them before you start and do a little bit of research
You can
for
have
you?
as many as you want.
No, I mean,
Doesn't matter to me.
you give me the brand name, and I look at it for you, and serve
Let's just
as
say
an-
it's off-brand. It's
You're
off.
talking about cocaine.
No.
Yeah, this is cocaine. Yeah, you're talking about cocaine.
No, it doesn't matter.
What? You answer questions like a senator sometimes.
Yeah. The one who can never be elected.
All right, and now it's time for a segment from Holden McNeely.
Whoa, go Thurs! That's right, it's the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure they won. Also, shout outs to my ex-roommate, current roommate of Ben Kissel, Mike Epps. He says he apologized he'd be here today if it weren't for the Panthers. I don't understand why he'd say that. He wasn't invited here. So it's the Super Bowl for us. I guess the game will have already happened by the time you're hearing this.
Broncos lost.
Also,
Spoiler alert.
By the time you're hearing this, too, it could be like the far future, depending on, when you do listen to this. So if you've got fucking self-driving cars and shit like that, rock and roll, bro.
There could be 3 Super Bowls passed between now and then.
It'd be fucking crazy. So I guess we should map it, right? 2016, Broncos versus
Don't
the
understand
Thurs.
what the fuck you're talking about.
What if we get self-driving cars? All right.
Yes. February 7th, 2016.
Yes. Mark it on your calendar because it happened already.
Remember when the robots weren't our overlords? This was the times.
And in this current non-robot overlord having times, we need to come up with a commercial for the Super Bowl. We are selling bagged meat. They're trying to compete with jerky, but they're not jerky. It's kind of a wetter, thicker meat.
They sell that.
Yeah?
They already sell that.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it's
get
called
the
bag of meat.
segment.
It's lunch meat. But it's bag of meat. That's the name of the brand.
It's Oscar Mayer meat. It's like hot dogs.
Yeah, wet, thick meat is cold cuts. You're talking about cold cuts.
Yeah.
We're a cold cuts company.
I don't get the segment.
Healthy choice.
You have to come up with a Super Bowl commercial.
For cold cuts.
The product is a bag
I
of
see.
meat.
Yeah, cold cuts.
Missing like a bunch of different types of meat, or just like one meat?
It's a no. It's like it's kind of a truck stop beef jerky thing. It's a bag full of I feel like it's more liquidy than you're thinking.
Clumps.
Like
Yeah.
like Arby's meat before it solidifies.
Yeah.
like wet meat. Like it's like meat that you can eat with one hand and squeeze it into your mouth.
And thank you for giving me my tagline.
Squeezy meats.
Yes,
Squeezy
meats.
meats.
It's meat in a tube.
All right, now I know
Marcus
what we're
gave
talking
you the
about.
tagline.
That's right. That's the commercial. Kevin? No, I'm just kidding. So it's a bunch of ex-pro wrestlers, right? You've got all of them.
Who?
You know?
What? Say one.
Ricky the Razor.
You don't even know.
That's not a person.
Sammy Slow-Mo, the one who always wrestled in slow motion.
Worst wrestler of all time.
Jumpy Jones and the Jump Joe boys, his little minion boys. They'd
None
all
of
be
these are
jumping
real.
around. They only jump. They don't do anything but jump.
That's Minion
Boys.
Right, the
love
Jumpy
that.
Joe and his Joe Boy minions. So you got them all in the bag, right? You got them all in the bag, right?
Like they're
Right.
fighting inside the bag.
Yeah, racist Ramon. You've got who
Loved
else?
racist
He was very racist.
Indian Boy Willis. You've got all the old bad, all the bad ones.
They all
right?
sound vaguely racist.
Indian Boy Willis, a beautiful man.
Kenny Bananas, who rules, always comes out of the peel. So you just got bananaed.
They're not paying attention. They throws it on the ground and they slip. And
They're all in the bag, and they're like, "What?" They're all like, "Oh, I'm so glad I finally got clean. I finally kicked cocaine. I finally kicked heroin. I finally kicked ecstasy pills." And it's like, should we go to a convention? It's been a while. They're all retired. They're just kind of having normal wrestler talk. All of a
They're
sudden,
inside the bag meat.
we maybe kind of know that, right? They're in a bag. We just know they might be in a bag.
Right.
You see the opening comes up, and a big hand comes down. They go, "Oh no!" And then a hand pulls it out, and they all get thrown into a giant mouth. And he's chewing. It's like, "Oh, my bag of meat."
That was squeezy meat.
Oh, yeah, and then it's like, also, we make squeezy meat, and there'll be a...
Oh, this is the side product. Oh, I see.
Yeah, at the very end.
Okay.
At the very
So
end.
is it human meat?
There's sort of the bag of meat, because they're all meat,
May contain
meat.
a
a list of animals.
Man products.
Yeah.
Yeah, may
Man-
contain man parts.
may contain man.
All right. Kevin, bag of meat, squeezy meat?
All right. Well, I guess, what we would do is, because you got to get to people's hearts with this shit, you know?
Of course.
So you show beautiful pictures, beautiful images and slow-mo videos of rabbits and baby cows, I forget what you call them, little chickens
Calves.
and
They
things.
call them
Yeah.
calves, yeah.
Yeah, the calves, all these things, And you set this all to just beautiful jazz music, and you say, now, would you rather this beautiful rabbit be in a can or in a bag? Comfortable, soft, movable, pliable.
He can see.
You can see out the bag. You can see in the bag.
Visible.
And you call it Luger's meat bags. Luger's meat bags.
Neat.
It's a comfy place for a resting space.
There it is.
Oh, good tagline.
Wow.
Pretty good. Great tagline. Yeah.
I shouldn't even go.
Yes, Ben, you must go. We must hear it.
It's just,
What is your best idea?
for this one?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Meat. It's what's for dinner.
What does
already been
Jack's Links?
Jack's Links.
Similar to that.
Okay.
Love it.
I'll take it.
Sriracha and lime.
Okay.
Have you had the sriracha and lime Jack's Links?
No.
Oh my God.
What's the
pretty
commercial?
The commercial is just me eating it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like sitting on a chair in a let's say in a white room, just like kind of one of those infinity rooms.
Yeah, like at the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Right. And you're just
The
sitting.
fetus is there.
I would also say you're your own meat. Lay in a tanning bed. Tanning bed is sent to a certain temperature, but your head is cooled and your organs are cooled to a certain way, so only your skin gets warmed.
You'll never.
And then you can
sell
slowly
this.
you can just kind of peel yourself. The never-ending meat.
Right.
So that's an idea. It is technically an idea.
You said words.
Yeah. You gave us. You gave it.
You did it.
You didn't say no, and that's the most important.
Isn't
It really
that nice?
is.
Isn't
And I
that nice?
appreciate your efforts.
I didn't, and I tried so hard.
Is he gonna win?
Marcus?
I mean, you know, we
at this
still
point,
have,
I'm still winning.
we have 3 more. Well, no, Kevin's winning at this point.
Yeah.
But we still have 3 more people to go.
Okay, I think since we need to cater to this generation and they have very low tolerance for watching things for more than 15 seconds.
Of course.
I think it should be one of like the internet kind of commercials where it's just very high def, inside the bag, seeing the meat sort of rolling around, glistening and kind of shiny, and then just says, squeezy meats. We're not entirely sure what's in it, but chances are if you fuck it, it'll feel pretty nice.
Well, I didn't know you could fuck the meat. I thought you could use the meat. Well, fuckable meat's a whole nother thing.
You can always fuck meat.
Yeah.
You just didn't use your imagination, mister.
Name a meat you
Ah,
can't
well.
fuck.
Give him that
Well,
cowbell.
that's fine. I just didn't realize you could fuck the meat.
Hey, Ben. Watch it.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Box cutter tongs.
God damn, it's so
Yeah,
scary.
well,
man.
really
Of
like
course
I am
you
really
fucking watch it.
aggressive.
With the fucking knife.
Well, I can't. No, I can't.
You want aggressive?
All right,
I
Marcus,
know you got weapons
Marcus
everywhere.
has a weapon.
Yeah, he's looking for weapons. Now the man who records this
And
thing's
now
looking
Marcus
for
is
weapons.
pulling out a knife on Ed. And
it's
how many knives do you have around the studio, Marcus?
I've got a few hidden here and there. I can get real aggressive with this if you want to. Watch it,
Oh,
everybody.
all right.
Wow. Now I'm
Man,
threatened.
You gotta start smoking again.
Brandishing the
I'm
knife.
fought.
Put the knife away.
I'm coming up on a year, man. I'm coming up on
Yeah,
a
yeah,
year.
yeah,
And you were
No
holding a
smoking.
4-inch blade right next to Ed right now.
It's not.
damn it.
It's the blade is not pointed towards him. Ed's not in any danger at all.
Waving it
Doesn't
around.
matter. You can't. That's not long enough to get through my.
yeah, that's a good point.
It's a very good point.
You can't
I'm
can't
calm.
bring a knife that's longer than 4 fingers across into the 9/11 museum.
Yeah, no, shorter than that. Yeah, why
You're
would you?
upset about that?
How do you think the whole thing
any
fucking
knife
started?
into the 9/11
Saying,
museum?
It's just kind of crazy to me.
People would try to fucking go crazy.
Good God! All right, Henry.
But what about this? This weapon, Smith & Wesson Homeland Security Special.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Henry, you're crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think gonna be commercial?
Soy Loco, ready to drop some beams on your fucking asses.
hear
I've not heard anybody connect to the sexuality in commercials so far. And
She
and
said
so-
you could
she
fuck
said
the
you
meat.
could-
You could
yeah,
fuck
yes,
Natalie
yes.
literally said
Literally,
that.
that's
said.
very.
That is the sexuality.
That's
That's
so-
the definition of it.
literally
Craven.
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean like it wasn't sensual?
It wasn't sensual.
the
Is
sensuality,
Beyonce gonna
yes.
be in yours? That's what I call her now.
No,
It's
we
very
can't
surgical
mix.
the way you put it.
Very visceral. That's
Yes.
the way I would put it. Very visceral.
So how I would
Yeah.
do is start
Floppy.
with point of vision, first person visual, right? Flying a plane, you're a pilot on a plane. You see the brim of a cap, right? Door opens, and it's a flight attendant. Be like, "Whew, we got a busy house out there today, Captain Smerlin." And he's just like, "Yeah, tell me about it. We got to fly all the way to Baltimore, and I am just my wife is on my neck, and I'm just tense." And she's just like,
I'm
"Well,
already-
I know the best way to relax you." And he's just like, "Yeah, I think I know the best way to relax me too." And she's just like, "Let me get some of that meat." Right? And she rolls over and she fucking pops open the first thing, and her fucking tits are huge, popping on the top of her dress, right? And she's just wiggling them in front of him, and he's just like, "Nimmy, nim, nim." And he's just like, "Gonna get it on it," right? And she's just like, "Yeah, I bet you will, you old fucking horny
It's
goat."
less sensual than when Natalie just
And remember,
said,
it's a
"Fuck the
Super
meat."
Bowl commercial.
Exactly.
This happened
Highly
last year.
effective.
This happened last year. You can't. It's got to be FCC approved.
Zips his pants open because there's a problem, right? And you think she's gonna plug his fucking lustrous pilot's cock, right? Because all pilot cocks, they're thick and short. And so she's about to pull it out, right? And then as he pulls it out, it's just the squeezy meat tube. And she's like, "Oi, goy, 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 I hope it's bologna." And it shoots it all over her tits.
Shoots like just the liquid meat.
Meat all
Does
over her
it
tits.
spell squeezy meat?
Squeeze meats.
That's a good idea,
I'll
Holden.
squeeze your meats while you're squeezing your meat.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I didn't know it was a Super Bowl commercial. I didn't know.
Jesus
Good.
fucking Christ.
I didn't know that.
Good word, God. All right.
I didn't know either. I kind of forgot, but what I do is I always strive for excellence.
You do very well.
Yeah, he does. He always does.
Ed Larson, you are not me. You're not Kevin. You're not Ben. You're not Natalie. You're not Henry. And you're
Right.
certainly not Marcus.
No.
You're Ed Larson.
Well, who's going to be eating squeezy meats? You got to think about who's eating it. It's
Big
gonna
fat assholes.
No, it's children. It's for lunch boxes. Kids on the go. They got to get the protein while they're at school. And so if you're catering to kids, what you're going to do is you're going to get a bunch of kids, multiracial.
So no sex in it.
What?
No sexual
No,
intercourse.
there's children playing basketball.
Right,
Multiracial.
'cause
Everyone's doing hook shots or having
That
fun.
makes sense, right? For a commercial, for a Super Bowl commercial, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, you play basketball while you get a little thirsty. Then we're gonna have mom come on, and she's gonna be, "Hey kids, it's time for refreshments." And she's gonna open a cooler. It's gonna be a bunch of fucking squeezy meats, and the kids are just gonna be like squirting and sucking on it and fucking loving it. And then it's gonna be for pedophiles too.
But everyone's just taking the squeezy meats then. But, yeah.
You know what it is?
Pedophiles are also the number two
Hey,
customer of
It's the-
squeezy meat.
I mean,
cool
you're playing
parent.
everybody, your audience.
Am I
cool
the
parent.
president of Squeezy Meats?
I didn't. Why is squeezy meats
Yes,
the main thing?
you're Jack Lumbar, the president of Squeezy
Jack
Meats.
Lombard.
You're Marcus Parks, president of Squeezy Meats.
Nope. He changed his name to Jack Lumbar after an unfortunate incident with his old product, Cheesy Squeeze.
9/17. I remember that.
Yeah, it was a bad week for all of us.
Quench your hunger and thirst with some squeezy meats.
So it's liquid and meat.
It's salty,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's the
some
good
juicy
kind of
meats.
salt.
I mean, what you're talking about here. This is.
If you eat it with your ass, it hits you faster.
Well, that's what people do with vodka.
I like the hunger and the thirst. Should we say Hursty or Thungry?
yeah.
Are you thirsty for
Are you-
some meat?
Are you Hursty
Yeah.
for some meats?
Yeah.
You got,
Ooh, yeah.
I like Thungry a lot, though.
Thungry.
Thungry.
Hungry? Are
Yeah.
you thungry for some liquid meat?
Yeah, that's got more of a. Yeah, it's got more of that fucking stomach.
That umami. Umami.
I love those burgers.
I mean, it's a good commercial, Ed. It's very much a good commercial, but it's.
I'm trying to push product.
I know you're trying to push product. That's why your commercial is better for, like, say, 4:00 p.m. on the Disney Channel.
Well, re-air it. You can't. If you're spending $3 million on a commercial, you're just gonna fucking show it once.
Well, I know, but you play it again and again on the Disney Channel. You don't need.
Disney Channel don't even have commercials.
They totally have. The Disney Channel, of course, has commercials.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
they do.
They
It's a pay
absolutely.
channel.
Yeah, but they have
commercials.
Yeah, every
they
paid.
used to not have
That was
commercials.
in like
yeah,
1992, though.
I
Yeah,
haven't watched since.
yeah. Well, you need to watch Disney Channel sometime.
I need to mouse your size. I'll tell you that much.
But we don't want to spend all our money on a Super Bowl ad.
Mr. Lumbar, we are not here to make Ed feel bad, all right?
Well-
He already feels bad enough.
I know that, but I want him to know why he failed.
He's a disgrace. He's an idiot. Everyone knows it. Everyone
still-
hates
I'll
it.
take my fucking commercial elsewhere.
My Super Bowl ad has Melanie Griffin in it.
Yeah.
What? Melanie?
Melanie Griffin.
Melanie Griffin.
Yeah,
Griffin?
Melanie Griffin's
Yeah,
in my
she's
Super
hammered.
Bowl
She
commercial.
plays the hammered mom.
Yeah, she's a
Hi, everybody.
and
I'm
Tony-
TV's Melody Griffin, and I have been a
Melanie
TV whore for 90 years, and I tell you, squeezy meats will make me hungry for some squeezy meats.
My
Melanie
commercial
Griffin.
will have cigarettes Lindsay in it.
That's not a person.
That's it. She
I know.
smokes and she smokes.
hate cigarettes, Lindsay, and you'll never find me without my Newports or my squeezy meats.
Well, she's 17 years old.
Yeah,
she should
she
sound
was
like that.
birthed out of Judy Garland 4 years after she died.
Oh, well, you never know what's in there.
You know, sometimes I find an old lady with a petrified fetus still inside of her from years afterwards.
Oh, yeah, what do they
You
do?
know what happens?
Yeah, they find her after she's dead.
Is that the beef jerky you're selling?
Yeah, it's like a lump. It's like sometimes if someone has a permanent sort of bulge in their stomach, it's because they got a dead fucking baby in there. For,
God damn it, I'm fucking hungry.
I know you're hungry. That's why I'm actually giving you a campaign. I'm giving you my afternoon campaign. I'm giving you that one.
After
However,
Darkwing Duck, you're gonna see my shit.
absolutely.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you this one. When you're
However-
hungry but you don't want to chew.
Yeah. However, I am going to
oysters.
say for our Super Bowl ad, for the prestige ad, we're not going to go for funny. I'm
got
sorry.
Melanie Griffin.
We're not going to go for funny. What we're going to go
got
for,
Melanie Griffin.
we're going to go cinematic.
Oh,
we're
there we
going
go,
with
baby.
Kevin.
He always wins it.
People like jazz. I said jazz.
Nobody's gonna jerk off to his commercial.
No, but zoophiles,
Yeah.
zoophiles are totally going to jerk off to his commercial. And it's going to be talked about because it's weird. And he's gonna suffocate a bunny inside a plastic bag, as far as I understand it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the bunny tends to liquefy after a little bit if you leave him in the bag.
Yeah.
Simple science.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, so that's been this episode of Roundtable. What number are we on here? 300 or something?
276.
Isn't that kind of a fun one?
We've done this 276 times.
And
Well,
gotten
we've
so
done
good.
it.
We've
You
done it.
are kind of in and out.
I've done it
like
200
50 times.
I've done it
least.
274 times. I've missed twice.
How many times have I been on the show, Marcus?
47.
Put it into parameters.
Well, I'll put a research.
Yeah, I will talk
do
to
a-
Melody Griffin, and she will be here tomorrow with all of her hackers.
What happened to you?
Control
I
F
had,
is
I had a hefty tequila drink myself.
All right.
Do you want one?
Get it.
Watch it, mister.
Whoa! All right, we got to end the round table. So, Natalie, you have a project that is currently online, right?
Oh, yeah. If you want to watch a short I just made with a woman killing a man while she's wearing lingerie.
Yes,
It's called-
I do. Yes. How do I find it?
It's called Behind Closed Doors on Vimeo.
If you
Behind
jerk off
closed
to my
doors.
girlfriend, you got to pay me 25 cents on Venmo.
25 cents? That's all you're giving her?
It's just because I imagine it's going to be a lot of people.
A lot of money.
Behind Closed Doors, also the name of a Charlie Rich album. Go check that out on Spotify.
And that's what Marcus
promotion.
does. Okay, so Behind Closed Doors. Check that out on Vimeo. Henry?
Check out my Netflix comedy special on March 11th, featuring a lot of the fucking people on the round table, including Natalie Jean, but not Kevin. You were busy doing television.
Well, you were doing your own TV show.
Yeah. Which is dead. Canceled.
Is it? Everyone got too busy.
Yeah. We're out.
I mean, I wasn't busy. I was just kind of hanging out.
No, you were not.
You're scary on film, though.
Right. Eddie, you had a small role in Henry's project
He
as well. You
co-wrote
wrote
it
it.
with me.
I'll fucking write it. I wrote myself a couple parts.
Very good.
Too.
Oh, yeah. Always shoehorning my fucking dirty ass in there.
Yeah, and you're in it as.
I have a small role in there. I play Aaliyah's. May I discuss it?
Did we
No.
we cut his line, right?
I think we may have cut the line, but you're in there.
You cut the line?
We may have.
Well, that's fine. I have no problem with it. I really don't care.
I think we cut it.
I hope you did.
It was.
I forget the
was
last
good. It was
version
funny.
of
It
it.
was
It was
funny.
super funny.
We
We had to cut the whole thing down.
For time.
Cut for time. The Ben Kissel story. All right, Eddie Larson. Find us all on Twitter.
Twitch
You know who we are. Yeah.
.tv/Holdenators every Monday night. Lexi loves game night.
Murderfish show, February 13th, this Saturday, 9:30 at the Pit.
That's right.
I don't know. What else is going on?
I don't know. I'm on Red Eye tomorrow. Well, at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Fuck yeah.
Is this out tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm on with Catherine Tiff and Kennedy. It's
Yeah.
going to be a fun show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Hey, Kennedy,
It'll be a lot
go.
of fun.
Yeah. Speaking of music, go follow me on Spotify.
Is Kennedy married?
She is. She has 3 children.
Who is she married to?
A very wealthy man.
Oh.
Yes, Kennedy's a wonderful person.
She should say, hey, I'm Kennedy. No spinity.
That's a good thing. I'll tell her that tomorrow.
Kevin, hire Holden.
He can't anymore. Kevin has no power.
I got
No, he
4 to
does.
6 more of those. 4 to 6.
That's
More of
great.
those.
I can't believe my line was cut. So the line was cut, huh?
The whole section was shortened. The whole thing.
I'm
You're
so
in
tall,
it.
though.
You're still in it.
Yeah, but it's
But the
just
whole
like-
thing, the
But
whole
it's like
section
chest
got
high,
fucking-
so your head's not in it.
My head's not in it.
Yeah,
You
your
couldn't
head's
fit.
not in it.
They couldn't frame you into the
The
screen.
whole thing has literally just been like Aaliyah's now line is very small. Why are we doing this?
It's so
Like
weird
this.
that it,
This is a weird thing.
I never seen anyone who was taller than an airplane.
No, I think it's wonderful. All of us are doing great. Thanks for listening. That's my new out.
Oh,
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for
For listening.
Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.